That's the shade of brown
So
for a Mexican wiener.
I have
Very specific.
I have no idea. So you're saying we cannot we cannot talk about that person?
No, we should.
I would not.
I would not.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
out of
what's
respect for family. Okay, that's.
But I mean, is she like? I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say her name. But is she
Yeah.
a bad person? Like she does bad things to people?
Okay, look, we can talk about the person. You just cannot mention the relation to external factors. That'll piss off a person that you want not to piss off.
No, I don't even know who that person is. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fellas, Filettis, you have stumbled into the dark woods, and now you're lost in the woods. That's how that works. And then you've stumbled in the woods, and then you found
Found out you're pregnant.
and Madhouse is pregnant.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Madhouse. Who you been fucking? Everybody. Goddamn right. Canty's not getting us tonight. I got my tomatoes already. That feisty woman's going in the river.
In the river.
I love her.
You love Canty?
I love Candy.
I think about shaving my head bald.
Good. It feels great.
Yeah. Someone
What are
asked
you
me
gonna do with
today.
your hair?
Fucking throw it away. But it's not long enough. It's not long enough for anything else. Someone asked
Welcome,
me
my
today-
delightful friends, to what we like to call the goddamned madhouse. We're here. Wait, where did Bunny go? Hang on.
I'm here.
Hello, Bunny, down below. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we got Tech over there in the window. There's a little lady with a killer running by him. We're doing a lot of shit today. We're trying a lot of little tests out, so we appreciate you being here. Let us know how the audio is. But hello, JoJo D, AI extraordinaire JoJo D. It is nice to see everybody. This is a show we like to call Madhouse. Not entirely sure why, but there it is. It's me, it's Tech, it's Bunny, and here we are, bigger in life. We have two.
And it's kosher.
Yeah, we have two goals tonight. Tech does 3 sit-ups for each new member or gifted member. I chose to step away from that because I have no core strength, but there's a 9 a.m. 5-mile beach walk tomorrow that I will live stream IRL. $20 for every fourth of a mile. The max is 5 miles. So if you want to get up early, at least early on the West Coast, and walk on the beach with me and talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, we will be doing that tomorrow. So that's where the super chats go tonight, and sit-ups for Tech, I suppose. You're really going to do these goddamn sit-ups, Technology?
Yeah, I'm going to set up the camera and everything here in the living room.
I kid not. I could probably do 4.
Have fun.
No, I think it sounds painful. I hate sit-ups.
I'm maxing out at, I want to say 150. 150
There is
sit-ups
no
is
way you can do 150 fucking sit-ups.
I bet I can.
Oh, I think in my head I was picturing push-ups this whole time.
Oh,
Sit-ups.
push-ups?
I don't think you
Yeah.
can do. I
No,
don't think you can
sit-ups.
do either.
Yeah, I was about to say, wow.
Yeah. Damn, Jaffe wins a Twisted Metal goal. Here's what I'll tell you, Matthew. Rocker Matthew. I don't feel compelled to keep watching it. I like it. I like what we saw up to episode 3, but I don't feel like, oh my God, I've got to watch more of that fucking show. I just got too much stuff to do. And so it's just, it's just not on my radar. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that weird that you would be one of the creators of the series and you don't even show up to watch the goddamn show? But it's, I get it now. When I was a kid, I was always like, what do you mean this director didn't see that movie? That's a sequel to the movie he made. They didn't care. I'm busy. You move on. You move on. But I'm sure we'll come back to it, Rocker Matt. So listen, fellas, we have topics tonight, of course, but Tech woke up this morning and he said, did you hear about William, the refrigerator? And I says, well, not really. I don't really watch those shows anymore. And but I guess Bunny knows what's going on and Tech knows what's going on. And so when I found out about it, we almost had a different goal tonight. But I really don't like to drink. I think I've been drinking way too fucking much, or doing too much pot lately. And so I was like, but at first we were like, let's drink well, go ahead, tell them what Billy did or allegedly did. Then we'll explain the goal. Billy's a host, by the way, over on Locale. Okay.
Yeah. Bunny, you're aware of the situation as well, right? You've been following it a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Billy the Fridge, we like this guy. We've had some good rapport.
I like Billy.
Like Billy. He was drinking that alcohol, drinking that brandy, Jaffe. And the facts that were stated on Locale Live today was it was half the bottle of brandy, right? Comes out to about 13 ounces of brandy. And within an hour and a half, some estimates put it at 45 minutes, some say an hour and 20 minutes, but under an hour and a half later, he decides to go driving to go get breakfast, right? And all the while he's saying like, "Oh, I'm drunk." Oh,
and he's live streaming this, right?
And he's live streaming this. He admits to being drunk. You can hear him like slur words during his normal stream, his normal presentation. But he gets behind the wheel, starts driving around to go get breakfast. It's the situation, right? I guess the Locale Live guys were doing this blood alcohol level calculator thing from like Alcohol Anonymous websites and stuff to see like, well, is he below or above the influence? Where would he actually be? What's going on?
Yeah.
But even then, like, Billy admits to getting like no sleep, right? He never gets sleep, so it's just a bad look all the way around. And the entire time he's like, "You guys don't know how drunk I was. Only I know how drunk I was. And in the moment, I felt like I was good enough to drive." Like, wouldn't a drunk person like?
It's what a lot of people say before they drink and drive and
Yeah.
cause a deadly wreck. Yeah.
It's such a.
It was disappointing.
Yeah, it was pissing me off. What do you think on your end, Bunny? How do you feel about the situation?
I have found it easy in my, however many years of being over 21 to not drink and drive. So I feel like there's no excuse. There's just no reason to have alcohol in your system at all and drive a car. That's how I see it. I've avoided doing it. I don't know how other people can't avoid doing it. Like there's so many, especially nowadays, there's so many options. You could order something. You could get an Uber. There's just too many options.
What was the reason he didn't just grab an Uber? Like, why was he compelled to actually drive the car? Did he say anything about that?
He needed breakfast now. I imagine there's some reasons that a 600-pound man would not want to get into an Uber or like call an Uber, because you get like, "Hey, pick me up," and it's a fucking Fiat that pulls up, or like a little a little Nissan Cube or something.
Well, aren't there?
Maybe.
Don't they have options for bigger
XL?
people? I thought they. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's like an SUV will pull up, but even then, I imagine Billy has a hard time getting into any vehicle.
Well, Roboter says it happens more than people want to admit. I mean, because people like driving drunk. Are you shitting?
That's not an excuse.
Wait a minute.
That's crazy to say.
But but then he says that's the real of it. I have never heard of anyone. I've heard people who are
Turn
drunk.
your gain down. Just
gain.
half a number.
I have heard people say that they don't feel drunk and it's like, I can handle it, I'm fine. I've never heard what Roboters is saying, that people just like driving drunk. Is that a thing?
Booze cruising?
What's it called?
Booze cruising?
Yeah, I've never heard of this. Who wants to do that?
Stupid people who
stupid
don't
people
care
like,
about other people's lives.
What a bunch of selfish fucks. Now, Tech and I were talking about this today because he's like, "Well, what do you think about this? Do you want to talk about it and stuff?" And I was like, the difference between someone like, that kid behind the camera guy, and I don't know Wings that well, but I've met Billy. I've had lunch with Billy. He's a good guy. And I don't want to beat up on the guy, but at the same time, it is kind of like, holy shit, man, he should know better. He's 40.
It's other
years
people's
old.
lives that you're risking. If you want to do something stupid that risks your own life, do that. But when it factors in other people's lives. No.
What about, do you think this is all more scripted horse shit? Because Tech seems to believe it's,
I think it's real.
you think it's real. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's real.
I think the apology is bullshit because he went around saying like I wasn't even drunk. I knew that I was okay. I felt fine. I was playing it up for the camera. It's like, brother, like you can't go from being
Just say you were wrong.
yeah. You can't go from being drunk from half a bottle of
Can
brandy
you
on
get
your own.
arrested? Can you get arrested if you, like, let's say I got in a car last night and I drove drunk last night and nobody got hurt, but then I went online today and said, hey, I drove drunk last night. Is that like, well, that you're just saying something, or it's certainly it's not a statute of limitations issue because it was just last night.
Well, it's funny you say that because people have been arrested for like, oh, I was speeding in my car while live streaming, and then the cops found the live stream, take the video, they go find out where this guy lives.
You're posting the evidence, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
which is probably a major reason why they put the VOD private, right? They took it down because theoretically, a cop could see that video, and be like, "Oh, I know this guy. This guy lives in this district."
Here's your chance, fellas. If you ever want to drive drunk or speed or do something reckless, you can do it over here at Madhouse because nobody watches this show. I mean,
Oh my god!
you'll be fine. You'll be totally safe. Tara says they can probably still go after him if someone reported it. Yeah, man. And yeah, they did take the video down. So, but I mean, again, I don't throw Billy into the same pile as these other degenerates that they hire over there. But at the same time, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
he did something stupid, though. Yeah, as much as I love Billy, he did do something stupid, it would be nice for him to just say, yeah, I fucked up, instead of trying to make a million excuses about why it was okay.
I do want to let you know that our good friend K-Nubs has kicked off the first Super Chat of the evening. We are a little bit away from the first quarter of a mile. If we make it just to a quarter of a mile, we're up tomorrow IRL streaming on the beach. It's a beautiful fucking beach. A lot of people don't have beach. A lot of people go their whole lives, never make it to the goddamn beach. I'm spoiled. I've been around beaches constantly since I was 18. And we have a very beautiful beach here, and we will be down there tomorrow morning, most likely. Okay.
Don't y'all got like seals or something on y'all's beaches?
We have.
I think we saw one at the marina, right? We
have we have those, but we have some. They're not seal otters, maybe.
Yeah, something.
We have a bunch of
Manatees?
those in La Jolla. Absolutely. Savage and Roxy did a live stream going over the video. I guess Savage has it.
Find that.
So here's what we almost did though, and I can't really enjoy liquor. It doesn't. It's fine, but I told Tech, I said let's do. Oh, by the way, Tech, put on members only chat. We're doing members only chat from now on.
Now on.
Yeah, isn't that what we said? If you want to talk, be a member. Otherwise, we're talking to ourselves. Wasn't that the goal?
How about?
Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, we have 85 people watching right now.
Yeah. Well.
Let's go members only until we get 50 likes on the video.
Okay. Okay. So. But yeah, the manatees, you got to be careful with them. They don't like it when you're fucking with them and everything. But yeah, so they're looking at the video, and I said to Tech, I'm going to go out and get a bottle of brandy, and I want to drink as much tonight as Billy allegedly drank, and then I want to race him in Forza Horizon, and let's see what it does, like how well we can drive, at least in a video game. But then we almost did it. Tech almost went out and bought the bottle of brandy, but I was just like, I can't. I don't know if it's an age thing, like roller coasters. I cannot do alcohol anymore. It just it's not fun for me. Weed I can do all day, but the alcohol I cannot. I cannot.
I've never liked drinking.
Yeah, but maybe we're just
not for me.
Maybe we're just wheat people, man. Maybe that's just sort of where we come from.
Maybe.
Yeah, not a problem. K-Nubs, I guess Jaffe doesn't care about my money, saying my dad and I are enjoying the stream. I just called K-Nubs out. I literally said thank you. While your dad's in town, K-Nubs, perhaps it's time to go to the doctor. Wait a minute. Maybe I didn't see that chat. Hang on a minute. I saw something come through from K-Nubs. I saw 2 things come through. That was weird. Papa Nubs is visiting once again and says, hi. Hello, Papa Nubs, you old so-and-so. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Papa Nub.
Tell your son not to be such a sensitive little bitch. You hear what I told him, Papa Nubs? Wow, we love him. We love him around here. He's a good egg. Okay, anyway, but yeah, I don't know, man. You know, whatever. People in the chat were saying that that they were sweeping for Billy the Fridge today and stuff. Whatever. Let's move on. I mean, unless you guys want to talk about this, unless you think this is a big, heavy topic.
Yeah, there's not much else to say.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he did a bad thing. I'm kind of curious what Xylee said to him about it. Like, or is anybody getting upset with him? You'd think somebody would get upset with him. But you know what? Fuck him. Let's move on. If I had a taste for alcohol like I do for diet soda, I'd be an alcoholic, says JD. Oh, me too. Me fucking too. But, you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful I don't have that malady for sure. How am I taking the feedback from yesterday's show? Fine. You know, look, man, I was in a very cranky mood yesterday. And so somebody wrote into my YouTube comments and said, well, you shouldn't publicly say those things. Shut up. I'm so grossed out. I'm so grossed out by people who have to come tell me the bullshit wisdom that their parents told them. Be a professional and never shut the fuck up. We are in the era of genuineness. We are in the era of being honest. People can tell when you're full of shit. People can fucking tell when you're fucking full of shit. Can I get an amen, Papa Nubs? You're goddamn right. I'm so tired of these fucking cunts. All the goddamn day, these fucking cunts. And I don't mean women. I don't talk about women that way. I mean cunts. Yeah. I mean these motherfucking assholes. You shouldn't express your... You want to get me riled up? That's easy.
No.
I don't. You want
him riled up.
You want to
get...
That was
yesterday's stream.
Oh, no, I was in a bad mood yesterday. I'm in a good mood today.
There's some leftover.
No, you want to get me riled up? You fucking tell me what I can and can't say, you fucking whores. You fucking sons of bitches. You fucking tiny dick motherfuckers. You want to get me riled up? Because here's the thing. I don't even understand it.
Yeah.
I don't even understand it. I wonder about this, Bunny Button. I wonder about people who go, you know, because a lot of things, you know, your generation likes to say and the younger kids like to say now is like, you have main character energy. Yeah.
You should.
Because I'm the fucking main character, motherfucker. What the fuck do you think? I mean, seriously.
They're saying be an NPC like me.
Or be have a cameo.
Just let things happen to you.
Ace, up. Yeah, just let things happen to you and don't rock the boat. Don't make any waves. Fuck you. I'll make any goddamn wave I want. 619-537-9279 is the number. You can call in and express yourself just like we're expressing ourselves. Because that's how we do it in Trump's America. You saw what Trump said today? Can we talk politics just for a brief moment? This is some shit, man.
Yes.
This is some shit. Trump said today that, you know, because we already talked about this a few days ago where he's going through the Smithsonian, or his people are, his lawyers are, and he's going through a bunch of federally funded museums and going, we want to change the way that America is portrayed. It's like, it's a museum. It's a museum, you dumb motherfucker. Thank you for subbing to the channel, buddy. We appreciate that. Arthos Curse. I don't know why we're getting 2 of those instead of 1, but there you go. So it's like, it's not propaganda. It's a goddamn fucking museum. And then he came out today and said, you know, we should make it so, you know, we don't always talk so negatively about slavery. Motherfucker. Are you out of your goddamn dumb fucking mind? I mean, can you believe that? This is a guy. I'm not even fucking with you guys. Here's what I think it is. He is so out of touch and so old. Do you remember that movie Song of the South by Disney? You know, and it was like Uncle Remus, and it was all like, you know, very, the slaves were like, oh, we're just all the happy, what do they call it? It's like the happy magical Negro is the term. And it was like, I think Trump really thinks like we need to return to the days of Gone with the Wind where that lady, whatever, who won the Oscar, I forgot her name, was running around talking about Miss Scarlet and shit. It's like, dude, wasn't real. That was horrible Hollywood horse shit. I hate him. I fucking hate him. Anyway, so he said that today.
Just repaint it.
Yeah, I don't get it. We should have never allowed the plantation owners to buy slaves from. We shouldn't allow any of it. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, he doesn't want videos of Epstein talking about him released, says Lil Cal Goonsdark. Oh, I know. We all know that. He's a fucking pedophile.
All are.
Carlos Hernandez for 48 months, Jaffe, says Trump making the PlayStation more expensive is a bigger issue than slavery.
I have no idea why that plays twice and why that plays loud. I'll figure it out. But listen, Trump hang on. See, it's twice. Why is it giving it to me twice? I don't get it. Oh, I bet I can figure this out. Anyway, I know why. How about this? Let's fix that. There we go. Trump making the PlayStation more expensive is a bigger issue than slavery. Fuck you, motherfucker. You know that ain't true. Can you believe that? Although he did. His tariffs did that. What's the price for you to jog the 1/4 of a mile and talk games? I'll join Calypso again. I won't be jogging, but I will be out there on the beach. The way it's going to be is Tech's going to not walk because his knees are acting up. And so he's going to stand in the center point, and I'm going to go half mile back, half mile the other direction, half mile back. And he'll have my phone, and I'll have his phone, so we'll be doing chat and stuff. So I'll pretty much talk about whatever you want. Let me get this call real quick and see if everybody's set up to hear it. All right, what's on? It's Jaffe. How's it going? I hung up. They hung up. Let me share the screen with you guys so you can see it.
Make sure you don't share
I
the.
I got it.
Your mic lowered when you answered.
Oh, it's
Yeah, your
that
mic got
shit
super low.
again. Nope, we're done.
Yeah.
Yep, that's done. See, that's why I forgot. That's why we don't do it with that thing. Okay, so if you want to call in tonight, call in on the Discord.
On the Discord.
Or you can call in on.
Fix your mic on Windows again.
I will. One moment. Yeah. I bet there's 2 ways you can call in tonight if you want to be part of the show. So, and we'd love to have you. We always love it when the people call in and share their views of their world. Whatever. Shut up.
Yeah. We're currently at $6, Jaffe. $6 for the walk-in. Every $20 collectively is Jaffe doing a quarter mile.
Okay, is my audio fixed or it's still bad?
It's back. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to get rid of the phone number, but here's what we're going to do. If you want to call in tonight, you can call in on Discord. Tech, you need to keep an eye on that. Or you can call in on something called the Collab Cam, which you don't have to put your face on, but you will need to call from your phone or computer or what have you. And I'll put it up real quick because we like to hear from you because it helps us, because we're very successful. And what it does is it helps us stay grounded with people. So if you are in the collab cam, let us know and I'll bring you on. Okay. All right. Can we talk about Bunny? Yeah, Joe, she's right there. What do you want to ask her? Talk about Bunny all you want.
What I do?
Yeah, what you do.
What I do, Mr. Jojo D?
50 buckaroos to unlock the chastity cage on the cat on the chat. Sure. You want to drop 50 bucks? We'll do it on the cat too. Cantankerous though, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I like that it adds it up so we don't have to fucking do it. So we are currently, we haven't even hit half a mile yet. So, but yes, Joe, what do you want to know? Bunny's an open book. She'll tell you anything you want to know.
Yeah.
Why can't we use the goddamn AI to fix the software issues? I don't think AI is going to be useful. I will tell you something. I had an amazing experience using AI today. It didn't quite work out the way I needed it to work out, but I was doing this thing where the top chatters of the show would appear in the graveyard of the madhouse. But it went out. It was really cool, and it did it all for me. But the one thing it didn't do was it took people's little headshots. And let me see if I have it real quick. I may not have it with me anymore. It put people's headshots and it, here, maybe I can bring it over into this screen. I'll show you. And it was really cool, but fundamentally what ended up happening was those headshots were supposed to go out to the internet and get the right chatters. So here we go. But this is not representative of the right chatters if you see it on OBS right now. So it was close. We almost did it. But what was really neat about it, though, was that AI walked me through it. And it would have taken me probably 6 months to learn how to code this by hand. The fact that I could do it was cool. It's still a little bit off. So we'll get
How
there.
cool.
Yeah, but we have a different way to celebrate it tonight. So it's a new thing. So anyway, okay. I don't know. Why is it Bunny with an I instead of a Y? I don't know.
There's a reason.
Oh, there's a reason. What
Because
you got?
I named myself after my favorite book when I was little. It was just called Bunny Button, and I didn't want people to like Google it and only get results for the book.
Oh.
So I spelled it with an I instead of a Y.
There you go.
Aw.
I should spell my last name with a Y as well, actually, because people think it's Jaffe, and they try not to be like rude or something, and they're like, "Oh, thank you, Mr. Jaffe," and I'm just like, "Dude,
Hi, okay.
yeah, they think it's some kind of weird exotic fucking thing, but no, it's not." Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what to be more upset about, Bunny. Do we be more upset today about Donald Trump saying, hey, slavery wasn't that bad? I mean, think about that. But also think about this. I'm going to share my screen with you whimsical skedaddlers because you need to see what I'm seeing. Because there's some bad shit going down in our world, boys. And shit's about to get real. I mean, come on, man. Really? You've seen this? Cracker Barrel has changed from this logo. What is the matter with people?
They took the cracker and the barrel out.
What is the matter with these fucking people? Like, I'm not even doing a bit. What? Because McDonald's went through this shit. Like, what do you think the logic is here? Where they go, you know what?
Beige moms like it.
Fuck beige mom. I can't imagine. Why would a beige mom like this shit?
'Cause it's plain and it doesn't upset her. You know.
I mean,
There's nothing to be upset about.
I'm as progressive as it comes. This doesn't upset me. It's just a fucking guy sitting next to a fucking barrel.
Yeah, the cracker and the barrel.
Cracker in the barrel. Here's what he said, RPG. He said, Trump blasts how out of control museums are for teaching how bad slavery was. Sorry, did I move a comma out of the way? The museums through Washington, but all over the country, are essentially the last remaining segment of woke. The Smithsonian is out of control. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. You can't even walk down the street without the Smithsonian attacking you. The Smithsonian Institute is out of control, where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, how bad slavery was, and how unaccomplished the downtrodden have been. Shut the fuck up. That's exactly what he said. I'm reading it to you verbatim. That's what he said. That's the quote. Jesus.
That's wild. Like, it don't even feel like this feels like The Onion.
This feels like fucking idiocracy is what it feels like. And what feels worse is RPG in the goddamn chat going, that's not what he said. It's what he said. I'm reading it to you.
Seems like it's what he said.
How could you not get that? But anyway, the point is there's that, and then there's this, the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Everything's bad.
Everything's bad.
I told Tech the other day, I hope to live into my late 80s. Maybe, wait a minute. You are just wrong, RPG. He says he's not saying it wasn't fucking bad. That's not all the U.S. accomplished in its fucking history. No, he is saying how bad slavery was. It's one thing to say. It's one thing to come on, man. It's one thing to say, oh, America's done a lot of good for the fucking world, and we should celebrate ourselves, but we should also not forget that we also have a long way to go to reflect the vision of this great country.
I'm kind of on RPG side.
Oh, shut the fuck! Then you're a moron, and
it doesn't even say like, oh, slavery wasn't that bad. He's saying like, hey, the museum is just all it's talking about is how bad this country is and how bad slavery was. but they should talk about more.
Okay, so what do you want to fucking
than
do?
that.
What do you? Of course, they should talk about more than that, but they shouldn't. The idea that he's going to cite that, you can.
Yeah. You could say add good stuff about America in there, but don't change the things that are true to do it.
Or don't. Why would you cite that? Like you could say a million other things. You could say, we need to celebrate our achievements as a country. But yes, let's not forget things like, maybe the way we handled the Japanese during World War II.
He's not even saying like, oh, let's get rid of all of it. He's like, yeah, there's just nothing here about success or brightness or about the future.
But why would you pick that? How bad slavery was?
What if that is what the majority of the museum was about? Maybe he's like,
Have
I
you
want
been
to
to
make
the
sure there's more.
Smithsonian? The Smithsonian is one of the greatest.
No, I haven't seen Godfather. I'm not cultured like that.
The Smithsonian is one of the greatest fucking museums in America. It probably in the world.
It feels like the same stupid argument people try to make when they try to be all big brain and they're like, the Holocaust, it was bad, but we got some really good science out of it. It just feels like
#grim.
Feels like that.
Grim from Locale Test.
Well, a lot of people, and I think they really do think that, but it's just not true.
Well, I'm sure there were some good things to come out of World War II, but I don't think I would trade the bad that we got for it. But more importantly, if I was running a museum, I don't think I would be like, it's not a fucking propaganda bullshit. It's a fucking museum. Okay, I'm getting rid of AAA. Uh-oh. He just gets on my nerves.
We're buffering.
You want to keep him?
Yeah, if you don't like the comment, don't read the comment.
All right, fine.
Continue.
Well, that's why I liked it better with, Listen, anyway, Cracker Barrel, go fuck yourself. I'm not, and by the way, I'm in a great mood tonight. I really am.
Yeah, I can tell. Much better than last night.
But I'm not mad tonight like I'm angry in a bad mood. I'm passionate. There's a difference. Bunny, can't you tell the difference?
Yeah, I can tell the difference.
Because this is the shit I hate, the Cracker Barrel shit. This is the shit where the artist, it's like, let the company, now again, the CEO signed off on this, so the company is expressing what they believe in. But I'm just like, who wants this? Give us a little bit of fucking, a little charm, man.
Life.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm not grumpy, Captain Pete. I'm in a good mood.
You're a little grumpy.
No, I'm not.
He's grumpy.
Trump's comment is
making him grumpy by telling him he's grumpy.
No,
comment was fine.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. I'm just sick of fucking Republicans. I'm sick of fucking conservative motherfuckers who basically just want to sit around and take my Captain Crunch away. Fuck you. Listen. Goddamn right, peanut butter Captain Crunch. You like peanut butter Captain Crunch, Bunny Button?
I have a very mild peanut allergy, so
okay.
It'll make my throat kind of close up a little bit. I mean, I don't like die or nothing, but
well, that's good.
I'd be careful.
Roberts, he says, "Oh, Jaffe just wants an echo chamber chat." No, I don't. If you can literally push back on what Trump said in a way that's intelligent, that would be great. That would be great. But that's not what's happening. By the way, let's look at this news story. This just happened today. Student attacks teacher, then watch what the police officer does. I'm sorry, I call horse shit on this. The kid should not be hitting anybody at school. Certainly shouldn't be hitting a teacher. But I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. All these terribly trained cops. Couldn't cut it as a cop, you go work at the goddamn school.
Well, that is really what it is. Like my best friend all through school, her mom was a dispatcher, and I would get like all the inside scoops on stuff. Yeah. And she would say that like if you're a resource officer, it's because they put you there because you were not a good cop. Like you failed at being a cop, and they thought you could maybe handle high school kids.
Not in this case. Have you seen this, Bunny?
Well,
here we go. Here we go. Can I make this bigger? Let's see. This was in somewhere in California, like Central California today.
Hey, record that shit. Really badass. I get this shit
Okay, now hang on for a second now. These guys right here are handling it properly. They don't like it.
Yeah.
They're defending themselves. They're trying to keep them from hitting. But they're understanding that they are adults and this is a kid. Okay, let's keep going. Troubled kid, clearly. I'll tell you what, if that had happened to my child, I would have been up at that school so fast and they wouldn't know what hit them.
Yeah.
I mean, to take a kid, that fucking kid is a tiny little dude. And he clearly was having a rough time and he was acting really badly, but he's a child. Yeah, he is a little shit. But so what? He's a kid. There's a way you handle fucking kids. And it's not like you're in the goddamn It doesn't matter. God damn it, what's wrong with this country? The kid was being an asshole. Who gives a shit? You think that gives them a right to treat the kid that way? Wait till you have kids. Imagine them doing that to your child. Watch this. No. You grab the kid from behind, you restrain him, you hold him back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They could have restrained him. I feel like that would have been he was a very small little dude. You tackle him like that, you could break his collarbone.
Oh, I hope they
Like, you
get
could
the shit.
break a bone.
I hope they get the shit sued out of their fucking school district. That is unfucking acceptable. And I'll tell you something, Left Control. You say I have 4 kids. If you can't tell the difference between going, yeah, a kid like that acting that way needs to be called out for it and maybe suspended and expelled, that all those thoughts are justified. But at the same time, the way that was handled, you think that's acceptable if you learn that happened to your kid?
Yeah, you don't teach a kid not to be violent by using violence. Like, that just seems redundant.
No.
And
I don't know. The body slam was extra, but like,
yeah.
let's say he did grab the kid and the kid punched the resource officer and the resource officer punches him back to like restrain him.
Well,
Would that have been justified?
Probably not. No. Only, but because ultimately, if you are dealing with kids, I'm not saying there couldn't be certain scenarios where you're dealing with a kid who's basically, 7 feet tall and 300 pounds on the football team, and you've done everything you can, and he's starting to threaten other people, and you've got to do something. I think people would maybe have a little understanding there. This guy ran after this fucking kid, got him from the back. He was clearly no longer a threat. He's tinier than I am in terms of height.
Yeah.
And he throws him on the floor. What a barbarian piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Yeah, it's
The throw on the
excessive
floor
force
was
for that kid's
much.
size. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be opposed to like, because the kid is punching the adult. The adult is like not fighting back. He puts his hand out like, hey, don't hit me. Let's go. We're going to the office or whatever he's saying, right? And then he gets shoved through the door. The resource officer's like, okay, this is an additional, point of contact. He's making contact with this other person who's not consenting to be touched. To restrain him makes sense. To slam him on the
course.
ground, that's cringe.
That's right.
But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but this idea of like you can't hit a kid of that age, yeah, you can hit a kid.
I mean, again, I think I don't think you should hit a kid unless it's the last.
Yeah, if there's something else you can do other
Yeah.
than hit them, try that first.
Right. It's clearly if it's self-defense, but
That
this was
kid's
not.
that kid's of driving age, right? That kid's
Yeah,
of like
I get it.
can get behind the wheel drunk. like an hour and a half after drinking half a bottle of brandy.
I get it. I get it.
I don't
yeah.
think you can tell that. He could be 15.
But
Like he could.
Look, these are
Couldn't really
15's
tell.
driving age in Nevada.
when is the point where your sympathy opens up? Right? I get it. The guy's a dick. He's probably also coming from a very troubled home.
Exactly.
He who knows what shit happens
Don't matter.
to him. It absolutely matters.
No, your actions are ultimately like, it doesn't matter if you had the worst life ever, right? You make a decision to enact violence on someone because you're upset and you're mad and your
Yep.
life sucks.
Yep.
You deserve the punishment that
When
the person
you
who
are
did not have a bad life deserves.
27 like you are, sure, you're
Yeah.
an adult. This guy's 15, 16 years old. He's still, unless you want to give him all the rights and privileges of adulthood, you need to sort of go, this is a kid who's
This is a child.
he's still learning. It is absolutely the officer's
Are-
problem. Fuck off, man.
Are you telling me like a troubled kid who has the worst life who like decides to like, I'm gonna go shoot this person, should get less of a sentence than like the kid who had a perfect life who decides to shoot this person?
No one is saying
No, nobody said
anything
that.
like
Well,
that.
you said it matters. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, like anyone's decisions, they come with the same consequences, no matter what your
Okay,
background is.
well, wait a minute,
Unless
wait a
like
minute,
you
well-
are like literally like unable to be trusted with like your own supervision. Like if you have like a mental
no.
deficiency. That's different.
Wait a minute. If you're a 17-year-old kid that shoots up a school, unless for some legal reason a judge has decided to try you as an adult, then you will get out of juvie at 18. Unless you're mentally unfit. Yeah.
No, what?
If you murder somebody and you're underage, I don't think they keep you in jail. I think after you're 18, I think you're out. I could be wrong on that, but I thought that
You're
was true.
you're wrong. You go from juvie
Yeah, I
to
don't
jail, but mostly you
Yeah.
get tried as an adult. Is how that usually works.
Why would you get tried as an adult if you're 15?
Because it's an adult crime, Jaffe.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Then
there's
then why-
times when like a 16-year-old gets tried as an adult.
Right, that's
or
well, that's
often.
17.
Well, okay, but that's what
Especially
I
with
said. I
murder.
said if the judge has legally decided you will be tried as an adult, I know that sometimes
Yeah.
happens. But there are also times where they go.
I know
"Oh,
people. I know people who were tried as children, like at the age of 15, for drug charges. Right? They turned 18 and they went from juvie to jail. Right? And they continued
Yeah.
their sentence there.
Well,
That's how it works.
Well, I don't think that's how it always works. I think there are definitely crimes where you go to juvie and then you get out when you're an adult and your record is wiped. But clearly, murder probably isn't the case. I'm sure there are, like Tara says, depends on how bad it is. There are
Yeah,
variants. of
they
this.
they don't give like a get out of jail free card. You're 17 years old and you'll be 18 in a month. But like you had like 5 pounds of
No,
meth on you.
Okay, but wait a minute.
It's
but
like,
no,
well, you're
not-
only in jail for
yeah,
a couple,
but
like
yeah,
a
but
couple days.
you're not really listening. What I'm saying is, if you are being tried as an adult, you are right. But if you are 13 and you get tried as a 13-year-old, you're not going to go from juvie to adult
do.
prison. I well, look it
Yeah,
up.
I promise you it is. If you're like 13
All right,
or
well,
14,
I need-
and they say this sentence for you is 10 years, and you're 13, you'll get out of jail when you're 23. They'll put you in juvie until you're 18, and then you go to jail when you're 18 all the way until you're 23. They'll give you a 10-year sentence at 13.
If you go to juvenile, if you go to juvie, do you get out at 18? Let's see. Generally, yes. A juvenile will be released from the juvenile detention system when they turn 18.
If you
How-
look into that AI fucking overview, it'll probably tell you, and then gets transferred to jail.
However,
You're using the AI overview.
let me finish. However, there are exceptions when a juvenile could be transferred to an adult prison system or remain until they're 21. So, as we're saying, there are variants of this. And it's
Yeah,
not,
I guess just depending on what the crime is.
yeah. But
Yeah.
but let's be clear. The idea of you guys in the chat saying, I am so. The idea that it's like discipline starts at home, period, says Maslov, or parents need to. Now there is. I saw in Jersey recently that they are going to start trying the parents in offering. It's like 90 days jail time if your kid does X, Y, Z. And yes, parents are responsible for their kids, But this idea, I mean, it's so selfish in my opinion that you guys are out there going, oh well, it's the parents' fault and this, that, and the other. Yeah, of course, we all have to take responsibility. But fundamentally, I feel for this kid. If both parents are working and they're on the treadmill of the hamster wheel of got to make more money and got to be this and got to be that, I feel really bad for that fucking kid because no one's there for him. And so, but you guys just want to throw everybody into the river, into the wood chipper. And there's just no compassion with this younger generation. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah. The kid always learns it from somewhere, and you can assume they learn it at home. Like,
Probably.
their parents are probably hitting them, or they see their parents hitting each other or something.
Yeah.
There's some kind of example there that's led this kid to think that's right.
But look what Robbo wrote. We need people to be held accountable. Oh, I don't know. How about we start with the president? How about we start with all of these fucking people that are the 1%? How accountable
Billy
are
the
they
Fridge.
who not to pay taxes? Why is it? Why is it that a lot of you guys seem to be okay with letting the 1%ers get away with any and every fucking thing, from crime to not paying taxes to using loopholes that they had their fucking lobbyist lawyers create in the fucking first place? You don't have any problem with that. Now, these parents should be held accountable. I'm not saying you're wrong, but when the fuck does it, why does it stop at a yearly earning average? I don't understand. Into the goddamn river. Into the river. Thank you, K-Nubs. I appreciate it, buddy, very, very much. You and me, baby.
Thank you, K-Nub.
It's not that we let them. It's called we have no power. Okay, well then let's put our effort into getting power and electing the right people. Because instead, all you're doing when you shit on the people who suffer under these people is you're putting your energy into that, and you're not putting your energy into getting these people out of office. Jaffe, what are regular people going to do? Can't do anything. You could vote. You could vote locally for judges and sheriffs.
And more importantly, you can donate so Jaffe has to walk a quarter mile every $20 we get tonight. Or give some memberships and make Tech Protect do sit-ups on cam.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you disagree with Jaffe right now, maybe
Make them
walk.
I want to walk.
Yeah, test my gangster. You think I can't do what? What's the most sit-ups you think I can do, Jaffe?
I think you could do 12 and you'd be out of breath.
I bet I do 150 sit-ups.
All right. Enjoy that.
I bet I could do
Told
50
you.
gifted members and do 150 sit-ups.
Okay.
Past that, I don't know.
We're going to get off politics. I just have one more political thing to talk about very fast.
Doesn't sound like getting off politics. Sounds like more politics.
We're going to after this one. Then we're going to get to some
Yeah, a little politics as a treat.
Yeah, a little treat. And then as celebrity, we're going to have some celebrity stuff. Okay, Jaffe, in a perfect world, but you know that's not how the world works. Okay. Well, let's do the best we can with what we've got. Where we just throw our hands up and say, "Oh, man, we're done." Yeah,
Everybody, let's all get
just
on the
hold
same
hands.
page with just stop paying taxes. Everybody stop paying taxes en masse.
Well,
I mean,
Come on.
Well, how are we going to pay for roads and shit? I mean, but anyway. All right. Listen. Look at this son of a bitch. You know this son of a bitch wants to be the goddamn president. He is doing every single thing he can
yeah.
to make Trump want to love him. This motherfucker is now saying if you come from New York and California, this is the same guy, by the way, that was caught watching porn and lied about it and said, no, there's no porn. And everyone's like, dude, we were all in the meeting. We fucking saw it. No, fake news. You're lying. Okay. All right, fine.
They
It was AI. Right. Teachers and the press came in and said, well, you know what? You could prove it to us. Let us come in and examine. I don't know what that was. It just went off. Oh, thank you, Professor Grass. Let us come in and examine the TV setup and we could tell you. No, well, no, you can't do that. Of course you can't do that. Of course you can't do that. Hello, Jackson, my good friend.
Oopsies.
What's that noise? So loud.
It's a little loud. It's a little loud. I got to turn that down. Thank you so much, Jackson, for joining. We appreciate it, buddy. But look,
Thank you.
teachers from New York and California who apply to teach in Oklahoma will now have to answer questions meant to screen out woke indoctrinators with left-wing views. The latest attempt by Oklahoma officials to push the state's education system rightward. It'll cover topics about the government, religion, gender, according to examples shared by the Office of Superintendents. I mean, hey, look at Supergirl. She looks hot. What a low, who is this? Supergirl 16. I want that. What is this? Look at her panties. That's cool.
Jaffe.
What?
You
Supergirl.
were fucking riddling twice.
I didn't take it tonight. But look at Supergirl.
Yeah, see?
Look at her.
Stop looking at Supergirl.
Woo,
Yeah, look at Supergirl.
Look at my super vagina. Woo.
What were you talking about, Jaffe? This
yeah.
porn guy?
What porn guy? Well, I'm not. It's not
Yeah, we're looking
porn.
at Supergirl's
Looking
vagina.
at Supergirl's vagina. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, the point is, I'm just so fucking sick of it, you guys. I don't know what to do about it. But I want you to be sick of it with me. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want you to be mad too, because all of
I'm
this
so
is
mad.
Thank you, Bunny. All of this is
You're welcome.
lies. All of it's lies, indoctrination. I saw somebody the other day talking about parents. This is what the right thinks about the trans situation. I saw these people quoting this. They said parents of trans kids, they let their kids transition because those parents want to be cool. The fuck is the matter with you people?
What?
They literally think these parents are out there doing this like, oh, it gives me some kind of, liberal points or something. And
Are we still live?
I don't know. I hope so.
Like, why?
I don't know.
Why? Why would you ask that?
Okay. It said nothing. I had to refresh. It popped up and said there was an error, and I thought,
Yeah,
I'm
K-Nubs,
stupid.
buddy.
Never mind.
K-Nubs is right. He says fake studies they probably call out. That's right. Matthew says, as a man who lives in Oklahoma, I'm not surprised. I love the state, but we're the most Republican state in the entire union. Let's see where Oklahoma is. Oklahoma ranking education. See where you guys are. Let's see how smart the Oklahoma folks are. They come in at out of 50 states, they come in at 48. Well, that's good. Well, that's they probably couldn't do the math to tell you how many that they, are from the bottom. But hey, at least it's not the bottom. It's just because the schools. Fuck you. Look at Supergirl.
Supergirl. Look at her vagina.
$800.
Jaffe.
$800. A payment plan.
I do like how she kind of looks like the old 1930s Barbie in the face.
I like that
She's got a
too.
very vintage Barbie look.
But I don't understand though.
I like it.
$800.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking
Costs
about?
a lot to come these days.
I guess.
Yeah,
it
look at her
does.
panties or whatever you said.
Yeah, look at the painting.
David K, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, you got to get rid of the wizard in the thumbnail. There's a wizard. There's a wizard in the thumbnail? That sounds
You.
mean.
You're the wizard.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we'll move on from this. But all I will tell you guys is I just, you know what? I'm mad. It makes me mad. Tech asked me today, he says, what are you passionate about, Jaffe? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I'm angry at this shit.
He's passionate about being angry.
I'm angry that you guys aren't angry. But maybe what that is you're too busy trying to survive. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Do we care about
We got-
Jeff?
We got 3 generations of pretty, open thinkers on this call right now, right?
Okay.
And each generation is going to handle it a little differently, right? Bunny's a millennial, right?
Yep.
She got to be an adult during some of the most troubling times in American history,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The Gulf War, 9/11, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, the whole thing.
The
whole gambit.
Phantom Menace coming out. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were Gen X, right? Just right above Bunny, right? And you had to deal with my parents had to go through the fucking gas crisis, the oil
No,
crisis.
we were good in the 80s and 70s. We had if
Well, no, your parents were those people, right?
Yeah,
and
no.
then you had those people always reacting, always freaking out. Everything's gonna be bad. Everything's gonna be. We have to be ready.
No.
And but you didn't have to see that personally until you were like later as an older adult.
I
right?
get
In
it.
your
There
30s.
is absolutely no doubt that your generation, and I get it. I don't blame you for that. Your generation has, because of the way that you guys have come up, you guys are quicker to throw things that my generation valued, like personal freedom, under the bus for safety. And I don't think
Sad throwaway culture we live in.
well, and I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if that's even wrong, right? Because it's easy to say, "Oh, I'll fight for my freedoms," when you don't ever really have them threatened. But when you come up with what your generation came up with like school shootings and shit,
Yeah.
well, maybe that
Do you
real
know it's a very
fear-
commonplace like daydream that existed between like the kids I grew up with was like, oh, how would we react and who are we saving? Like, oh, how many of my friends am I willing
Where
to
am I gonna
sacrifice
hide?
myself for?
Oh, I think that
Right,
all
a
the
lot-
time. But yeah, I imagine it was worse if you were a kid.
Yeah, like the thing for because I'm Gen Z, I'm at the top of Gen Z. I'm almost a millennial. Every hero in the media you would assume is like, oh, like that's the person I would want to be, just becomes a monster. They're just all going to become some fucking
Yeah.
like terrible dude, right? Oh, they apparently abduct children, or like they had like a grape accusation or whatever. It's always just a bad thing. That's why I chose. Who's my hero, Jaffe?
Well,
Who's my hero?
your
The
hero,
one
Terry
guy.
Crews.
yeah, but Terry Crews had a porn
He'll-
addiction.
He had a masturbation addiction. It's different.
That's
uniquely
relatable.
different.
A lot of
Yeah.
a lot of young men can relate to that.
I don't think. I think this
his
was
tech talk was moving. All right, I love Terry Crews.
But to your point, though, about our idols falling away, here's the
Yeah.
guy. I just found out this today. This guy played
that's-
Chucky in Child's Play and Howard the Duck. Turned out he was a PDF file.
Yep.
What the fuck? You
Yeah.
can't. Just put me on a slab and push me into the cremation machine if it ever comes out Steven Spielberg has done anything negative to children. I don't want to be here.
I
I
would
don't wanna
just
be
go
here.
ahead and assume he has.
No.
I literally, I think that all celebrities, all politicians, you're going to find out sooner or later they've been diddling somebody.
All religious people. Maybe it's just power. Maybe
Yeah.
power makes you into an
Yes.
asshole. You know.
It's like that thing we were talking about. Like, why did they do it? I think it's because they've experienced everything they can experience at base level, and then they've got to go taboo. That's the next step for them is
Who-
go to
who
the
is that?
'taboo stuff to feel something.
Yeah, I could see
We were,
that.
we were talking about this the other day. The director that you were like a fan of.
Oh,
who ended up being-
Tarantino. Well, he didn't end up being. Tarantino hasn't been proven to be that, but
Just
he
like
did.
Fate.
Well, that's fine too. But he was
Yeah.
saying some really weird things about underage party girls. That it was like, really, Tarantino? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
All my generation is known.
This is
Never
what
trust anybody.
This is what Zeke says, but I guarantee you he won't be able to back it up. He says Jaffe, Dims and Biden tried to take away freedoms and got their ass handed to them. Really? What freedoms did Joe Biden try to take away from you? I would be curious. I would love to know that. In the meantime, speaking of freedoms, hey, check out ICE and what they did today. This is
great.
this is a veteran, American veteran.
I hope a good one.
Pushed him from behind. He was just sitting there.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Bullshit! Back up! That's bullshit! Excessive fucking force! Back up! No, we are. This is our amendment right. Bullshit!
The worst people you went to school with want this job.
Yeah.
A veteran of this country! What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I'm a
How
He's a veteran of this country!
Don't read it.
How in the fuck does anybody support this? I don't know. There might be some backstory, but you know what? The guy is sitting there.
Yeah, to push somebody from behind, that's pushy shit. No matter.
I mean,
that's no.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck did Biden do to stop what? This? This is some horse shit. Anybody who supports this, get the fuck out of my show. Get the fuck out of my chat. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. I can't handle people like you anymore. If this is what you support,
No, Jeff, you gotta change their minds.
No.
Don't say get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
No,
I don't
don't
want
say that,
anything
Jaffe.
to do with
No.
anybody that can't look at this and
No,
go
Jaffe.
this is un-American and this is wrong.
You gotta convince them that your side's right. Don't
How-
be like,
how
go ahead
the-
and go back to your echo chambers. Go back to your rocks you climbed from under. Like, no.
How
You're
in the
like,
fuck am I supposed to convince anybody if they look at this guy who just got hit from behind? Should he have been arrested? Maybe. Should he have been deported? Maybe. Cool, go do that. The guy's sitting with his back to these guys and he runs up and slams them. Just like
My
that.
thing is,
Just like that guy at school today. It's one thing to
Yeah.
say that kid should go to juvie, sure. But that you guys are supporting this little fucking cop that came up and took this little 100-pound kid and body slammed him into the ground? No, I don't want you here. You're not
no,
American.
you do
You're
want
not
them here.
American.
You want them to change their minds. You don't want them to stay this way, right? Be the light, Jaffe.
I
Be
am the
guiding
light.
force.
I am the fucking light. The light sometimes... You know how they're always in the chat saying, well, parents should tell their kids and somebody needs to discipline these kids. Well, somebody needs to tell
that's
these
true.
fucking motherfuckers. And someone needs to tell these fucking motherfuckers.
That's
that
also true.
there is no excuse for this.
my thing is, you can literally push somebody from behind so hard that it internally decapitates them. I read about that a long time ago, and it's just been like a thing that plays in my head all the time. You can push somebody with so much force, like how that guy. What would have happened if he would have died? If he would have gotten whipped so far back,
Been sad.
push and say, yeah, like, I mean, he could have died. Somebody could die being pushed from behind like that.
But even if they couldn't, what does that say about
Yeah,
the
but-
quality of American policing?
That
No. If you are, look at this guy. He's not
I
going.
saw this guy.
He's not going after the guys in the movie Heat with a bunch of fucking military grade rifles and armor. He's a little granola guy sitting there minding his business, watching.
military vet. All right, he's a military vet.
They
He's
clearly
not a granola guy.
He looks like a granola guy. Is what I'm saying. He doesn't look like a threat. Is my point. He looks like a dude.
Yeah,
who's
he's not a
sitting
big
there,
guy.
He's watching this, and then suddenly, boom, down he goes. 3 guys. You need 3 guys to tackle little fucking granola Greg there.
He's like $160. He's a built guy. He's an okay guy.
Come on,
You
man.
saw the hippy dippy shirt, and you're like, this little pansy, this guy, this little small boy.
No, I'm saying, there's a great line in what's that movie called with A Few Good Men, where
I don't know what movies are.
well,
Great
where yeah, and the one of the lawyers asked another lawyer who's all wanting to defend the military. It's like, why do you like them so much? And she says, well, they defend us. And she says, why do you hate them so much? And he says, because they're bullies and they pick on people who are littler than they are. And I have never, I don't deal with bullies well. What was the context of this? Oh, his back was to him and he pushed him. That was the only context you need. I'm not complaining. Maybe he should have been arrested. What happened?
Thank you, Nusu. Cantankerous.
Nusu, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. All right.
Thank you.
Nusu, thank you. We got a push-ups, sit-ups, 6 sit-ups coming up. Cantankerous, thank you, buddy. He says, all right, good sir. Whoa.
Oopsies.
That is the loudest.
Thank you, Nusu. Really appreciate that. Goes to Miss April Cool.
Cooter flaps.
Oh.
Cantankerous Games Incorporated has just tipped 20 Canadian dollars through Super Chat. All right, good sir. You need a walk on the beach.
Is your lady
Smiley
Australian?
face emoji. Concentrate on what's good and what you love. There's still out there. See it. Enjoy it. Also, Bunny.
Want you to run some voice lines for us. I have to extend that thing. Yes, thank you, Cantankerous Games. Look, the thing you have to understand is, I'm looking forward to walking the beach. I appreciate you getting us to that level. Thank you, sir. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm really not. But I am absolutely passionate. I'm absolutely passionate. And I want to be passionate. I want to live my life with passion. I want to stand up for what I believe in. I'm starting to think a lot of people are a bunch of goddamn NPCs out here. What the fuck are you doing? Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your fellow countrymen. There's no context to this. He's being pushed from behind.
Yeah, but what if they told him to get out of there?
It doesn't.
Get out of there.
Okay, then you know what? If you told him, what is that saying? My God, how is that acceptable to you? If
Don't be there.
Okay, if you tell someone you have to move and he doesn't move,
Tackle him.
thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny.
The audio's too happy for us to be having this.
It's very loud. It's very loud. John Salk, thank you. That went to Abdul. Thank you very, very much for that support, sir. What I'm saying is if you say you need to get out of here, well, there's a way to do that. You go up, you take the guy, maybe you handcuff him, you arrest him, and it's like, let's go. You're not supposed to be here. But this idea of
by force.
3 guys tackling this guy for no reason other than they want to get their fucking cop on.
You know what's safer than one guy tackling one guy? 3 guys tackling one guy.
I'm really
That's way
not
safer.
I'm not worried about their fucking
Doing
safety.
anything to somebody from behind to me is just
hot.
Wrong.
Come on now.
No.
Come on now, buddy.
Well,
Come on.
I mean, all right, y'all perverts.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
okay, maybe,
I
sure,
can't
maybe.
think of anybody getting sucker punched or hit from the back. Like that's just pussy. Like just
absolutely.
It could have been they were like, everyone leave this area. Everyone has to be on the sidewalk. And this is the closest guy to like the formation thing. And maybe he was the one that, hey, motherfucker, we told you to move. Boom.
Yeah, well, look.
That's how it works.
So they know it's
I'm about
not
to play
okay.
it.
That's not acceptable. That's how you say that's how it works. They get to beat the shit out of you if you don't listen to them because they're Nazis, and Nazis get to do what they want.
If you get onto a military base and you get shot, yeah, that's how it works.
He's not on a military base.
Yeah, and if they have a curfew or they're like, hey, you have to leave this area.
Bunny, don't wait. You got to jump, baby. I love your.
Okay.
I
Jump
love
in.
your. Yeah. Don't
well,
wait.
I was letting him finish what he was saying.
You'll never get a word in that way.
I feel bad for the deaf people in America because my thing is, what if this guy was deaf and he didn't hear anything and then he just gets shoved from behind? I mean, I know that's a big what if, but deaf people exist, y'all.
Well, it's true, but it is, yes, it's excessive force. It's a bunch of it's a bunch of fucking weekend warriors getting like, we get to be in the military. You know, we couldn't even make it as the fucking cop at the high school, but we get to do this. Fucking
this could be the most trained force of ICE agents out there. You never know.
You guys would have let the Gestapo march all over this fucking country. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You stand up for the little guy. That's what America's supposed to be. You protect your fellow man. That's what America's supposed to be. You don't support this horse shit. I mean, you should be ashamed. I know some of you are trolling, and I appreciate a good troll.
What if he's not supposed to be there, Jaffe?
It doesn't.
It does matter.
If he's not supposed to be there, then arrest him. Let's take your girlfriend, Tech, my daughter.
She better not be in a place where she shouldn't be.
She is a delightful, lovely young woman. We all adore her. But we all can also agree that she can sometimes take off in flights of imagination fancy and be a little scatterbrained. So let's say,
Not this scatterbrain.
let's say she might have just been walking and turned a corner and not known what was going on. Well, yeah,
Exactly. It's like the girl that was on the side of the street that time that was asking a question about how she was supposed to get to her apartment,
And they
then
shot
she
her.
gets shot at. Yeah,
the one that
that's the
approached
excessive force
a
part.
team of people to like get off the streets.
No, you're. I'm not. I know you're pushing back. That's the character.
No,
I
I'm not.
guess.
It's
No.
not even the character at this point. It's like,
it's unacceptable.
if a police force is saying get out of the fucking area, leave. You should not be here.
Yep.
And you're like, I'm protesting. And you're just this like bystander. Like, I wonder what these people yelling are doing against this police force. Let me go approach the police force that's saying get away from here. Hey, officer. Tackle.
No
Yeah.
situation you just described is what is happening on the video here, or what was happening in the video Bunny's talking about. None of that was happening, and none of it's
We
happening
only
here.
played up to 12 seconds of this video. Like, what do you mean? Like, we don't have like the
What-
minutes or before the, what
Explain.
happened.
Okay, here you go. Explain to me what context could justify that action. He's not
Yeah,
looking.
the punishment should match the crime, and it doesn't here.
Yeah, explain. Make something up. Be creative. What would occur that would make
Okay.
you go, "That's acceptable"?
You are not allowed to be there. That's
Okay.
enough.
Okay, no, it's not enough. Then why not go to him and say, "Sorry, sir, you're under arrest. We've made it clear this area is not for civilians right now. It's under lockdown. You're going to jail." What's wrong with that? Why do you and two of your other buddies have to ram?
You don't get the fucking like feet of like leeway to make this argument with the police officer. The police officer's not there to argue with you.
No one's.
The statement is
no one
leave.
is arguing. I'm saying
They came up from behind him.
Arrest
though.
the guy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
who's to say there wasn't like a 20-minute period where they're like, everyone must leave the sidewalk. Everyone vacate this area.
And let's say this guy, who let's say he was the most obnoxious piece of shit in the world. He had been shouting at him all day, being a dick all day. Okay, he wasn't physically threatening them. His back was to them. You and I agree 100% that if he was in a arrestable offense, he should be arrested. But this is not that. Of course he should be arrested if he's trespassing. How are you defending this? You're out of your
Because we don't have enough context.
What
You're making all these
context?
assumptions.
Write me the context that could exist. What could happen that would justify this action?
Let's say a call-in came in saying, guy in tie-dye shirt has a gun in his backpack, or a bomb and said that he's going to blow up the ICE building.
Okay, so that
Easy context. Let's say there's been a report of this guy already causing a scene at another location and escaping the police previously. Let's say he has an active warrant for like triple homicide. You don't know. We don't. None of us know this.
If he
what you're
hasn't-
saying is like, there's no context. Nothing is justified for this behavior. You never know. You don't know anything about this guy except for he got tackled to the ground. Some people deserve to get tackled to the ground. Some
Who?
people deserve to get stomped on. A guy who committed a triple homicide and escaped the police previously the day before and was found to be outside of the ICE building on camera right in front of them, potentially with a bomb threat. You never know.
What do you? Okay, so the frequency of that scenario is so terribly low that it sits that it rides
Doesn't
next
matter.
to the.
Frequency
Wait a
doesn't
minute.
matter.
It rides next to the bus. They share a seat with Bunny's scenario of this guy being deaf. Could that have occurred? Yeah, I assume so. But chances are that's not what we're looking at, and you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're making a reactionary like comment on this as if nothing could justify this. And I easily came up with an easy justification that would work.
Even if this guy had escaped the police, I'm almost certain that you still are not justified if he is not an immediate threat tackling this guy and being violent with him. You pull a gun out and you might say, dude, we caught you. If you run, we will fucking shoot you in the head and kill you. I'd be down for that. But
if they had the opportunity to take him to the ground without pulling out a gun, this is way better.
Yeah,
than pulling
because
out a
the
gun.
police, if we know anything about the police, they hate pulling out their guns. You're right. No, you win.
Are all police the same, Jaffe?
They're trained to be. They should be. They should be
Are-
a fucking
whoa.
robot. They should be fucking robots because they're not
Wait,
there.
would you
to
say
get-
they're trained to be better than the police we see that perform poorly on like big news events? Right? Like the police training does say like, hey, don't threaten people. Hey, don't lie about this in court. hey, like, don't be an asshole. That's what the training says. There's no training in any police department. It's like, yeah, you better fucking racially profile motherfuckers. You better go out there and like beat up kids and steal from grannies. Like, nothing says that.
No, but a lot of
Yeah.
times these guys do it because that's the quality of people they are that go into that profession. Not all, of course, but a lot of them.
When you say a lot, would you say more than half?
I wouldn't know that, but enough of them to make a
Yeah,
difference.
what happened to this frequency issue you were saying before? Like, the frequency of this guy being this murderer guy is so low. Okay, well, then let's talk about the frequency of this. How many cops do you think are bad?
I have no
All
idea.
cops are bad?
Well, I think all cops are bad if you work in a department and you know other cops are bad and you do nothing about it. Then I
Why?
think you're because you're basically
It's being complacent.
that's right, and you're enabling other people to be harmful to other people.
Do you think the cop that like works on a small team of like, let's say 40 officers in this little borough of a city who on his shift, someone vacuuming?
Your girlfriend might be.
Anyways, like who's to say like this one cop who never sees an issue on his team, right? He's bad because the night shift guys are fucking assholes.
I didn't
Is he
say-
supposed to police the police? Yeah, but that's what you said. Oh, the
No.
complacency of being there.
No, I
Like-
didn't say that. If one of his 40 people on his team, he knows he's a rotten
Let's say none
cop,
of them are.
Well, then no, you're fine. But I would be very stunned if that was the case.
Well, then yeah, then tell me, what do you think the frequency is? You think all cops know that there's a bad cop on their team, so all cops are bad?
I refuse to be drawn into a conversation without having any data. What I can tell you is
You made a blanket statement without data.
What was my blanket statement?
That I would be surprised if not that cop had a bad cop on his force of 40 people.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I'm saying that would be my guess. I don't know. I don't have the data. But what I will tell you is my lived experience is looking
As a
at,
police officer
as a citizen who is policed.
who's worked with the police often, at least, or has
I-
at least gone to like a police department at all ever
I
in their
don't
life.
give a shit. My job is not to feel for these guys. Their job is to make
Then
sure.
why should they feel for you?
Because that is their fucking job, Tech.
Yeah, that's their job.
Yeah, like, this idea of like, oh, they're all bastards. Obviously, most of them are dealing with like someone on their force they're just like letting slide. You think that's the majority of police officers? They're just gonna let things slide?
I do not have the data. Would it surprise me? No, but it also would make me go, oh no, I don't. I think some cops go into it because they genuinely want to do good and they think they can excel and be a good member of their community. And I think that's great. I think that's wonderful. But I think there's also a lot of cops that are a bunch of fucking bullies. They've been bullies since they were kids. They're bullies now. And that's where they can go to fly and be free.
I don't think that's the majority of cops.
I don't have the stats, but it's enough of
Yeah.
them to be unacceptable. And these three guys that you're looking at on your screen right now, you got three of them right here.
Potentially, but potentially not.
That's a
We don't know.
Well, based on what you're seeing, so let me see if there's any. I'll do a little more research because I'm sure we'll find out some information about this guy. Yeah, this is some bullshit, man. This is some bullshit. Nobody banned you, Stick Solid. What the fuck are you talking about? Yes, DDK, it's frustrating. Of course. Why don't you call in and express yourself? Oh, you can't. You can get in the Discord, though.
Yeah,
But yeah, sorry. Yes, it is frustrating. And instead of saying you're out, how about you choose to jump in and have a conversation with people you might disagree with? Maybe there's a meeting of the minds.
You told people that disagree with you to leave your channel.
I didn't say if... No, I didn't. I didn't say... well,
I don't want you here. You disagree with me? Get the fuck out of here.
see, this is the problem.
Said 20 minutes ago.
No, I never said that. I said if you support this kind of stuff, get the fuck out. I didn't say if you disagree with me. We can disagree all day long, and I can still have respect for you. But if
You
you're gonna
support that stuff, Jaffe?
if you're gonna bully somebody, then you are so not American to me. You don't deserve to be in this country. That is not what we're supposed to be about. We're supposed to be the beacon and the city on the hill, and we're supposed to be the land of opportunity. And now we've just become the land of the bitchy and the land of the bullies and the petty and the angry. And it's unacceptable to me. Who gives a shit, Rob? Rob says you lost 25 people in 5 minutes. Fuck them. Fuck them. Oh no, what will I do without some ignorant people that don't want to have an actual conversation? My stars and garters. Who gives a shit?
What?
You know,
25 people.
You know who had
It's not even
18,000?
true.
You know who had 18,000 views yesterday after putting a video up 10 minutes? Keemstar and his boys. Guess what? They hire alleged wife beaters. They keep them on
Alleged.
the staff. Alleged. I said alleged. Now they got a guy who drank and drove drunk. I like Billy. Oh well, I'm really worried about keeping certain qualities of people. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. If you can't handle a real conversation about things and your response is, I need to run, well, sorry. K-Nub says this is potentially $2 or not $2. Thank you, buddy. You know we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I would love
K-Nubs.
somebody to call back with some genuine takes on this. But in the meantime, in between time, think about this. Having past life memories is linked to striking rates of mental health struggles. Think about that.
Oh no.
Yeah. Half of Brazil. What?
Your new Atlantic accent character.
I may be crazy.
Yeah, you may be.
Half of Brazilian adults who reported past life memories screened positive for symptoms of depression, anxiety, and PTSD at rates higher than many high-stress groups. 71% reported childhood phobias, far above typical rates. Now, there's two ways this could go. Number one, it could mean that if you believe this, you're maybe in a headspace that you're pretty much already mentally insufficient and you're struggling. Or it could mean, and where do you think I'm going with this? But it could mean that, yeah, the brain isn't meant to remember, and you're basically sharing your fucking brain space with the memory of multiple lives. I mean,
Yeah.
that could do it. That could do it too. I mean, I very much believe in past lives, but not like this. Science proves that our elements that make us up continue. Consciousness may not continue. The sense of self may not continue. But the molecules and the atoms and the quarks and whatever else we're going to discover, that's going to get made into something.
Buddy, please stop. Please. You do that again! You're going the river!
Da Vinci's Universe has just tipped $5 through Super Chat. Jaffe is correct about cops. They have attitudes. And if you meet the night shift, it's a goon squad. I have scars on my wrists from the Chiefs cuffs.
You goddamn right. Thank you, Da Vinci. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. We appreciate that, buddy, very, very much. Not a problem, pal. But yeah, man, but certainly your molecules and the things that make you up, they're going to go on to do something else. So that we at least know is true. But I don't necessarily really believe in the proper reincarnation. And a lot of times people will come to me and say, "Oh, but you got to watch this documentary. Oh, you got to watch this documentary. That'll show you. That'll set you straight." But it never does, because all you got to do is a little bit of research, and then you go, "Oh, I understand. The kid was exposed to this and this, that, and the other." So, so I don't think so. Yeah, I'll turn down the
What else you can be
alert.
exposed to?
I'm going to turn these alerts down right now.
We can expose Jaffe to some UV rays. Get him walking tomorrow morning. Quarter mile every $20. Where we at, Jaffe? How many quarter miles are you doing so far?
Only one right now.
That's like 5 minutes of walking. It's gonna be a very short stream tomorrow morning.
Hey, people are upset with me tonight. They don't like this version of Jaffe. Sorry. What do you want from me?
Yeah, Ivan. For every gifted membership, I'm doing 3 sit-ups. So I so far have 9. I have 9 sit-ups to do at the end of the stream. I will do up to 140 sit-ups, whatever that is. Is
Yeah.
that 6, 12, 18? 14,
And look, if you want to call
25?
in,
I'll do 150. It's
Get
easier
on the
to count.
Discord. Would love to have you. With respect, says DTK, I get it. I'm not a Trump fan. I hate the son of a bitch and agree with Jaffe, use of unnecessary force. But as a Canadian It's not my country to talk about. Well, according to Trump, it will be soon. But yeah, I hear you. Goals to get in shape is one way to lose extra pounds. Yeah. Energy never disappeared. It only changes form, says Matthew. I've heard that as well. Oh my God. Oh, I'm not going to read it. Can I just make it clear to people, though?
No. Just ignore it all the way.
But he thinks I have one shirt.
You have no Ritalin. No Ritalin
but
today.
How many times do I talk about my black shirts and my blue shirts?
This man has only black and blue.
He only likes 2 colors.
That's
shirts.
Right. I'm a fucking racist. But here's what I'll tell you. Do you care about your legacy?
Jesus Christ.
Stick solid. Do you
Look
care
up.
about your legacy? 54% of Americans want to leave their mark on the world. I get it. I don't really. I mean, I like a little. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done with that one. Let's talk about this.
Oh.
Well, I know there's nothing to say. I talked about it before. The older let me ask you this, Bunny. When you die, do you care if you're remembered?
No,
I don't either.
probably not.
I mean, I want my kids. I'd like my kids to go, hey, my dad was a pretty cool dude, and he loved us a lot, and he gave us everything he could to give us enough material to make a good adventure. But short of that, who cares?
Wait till you have grandkids.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, even
Isn't
people you think are important and made a big mark, they're not remembered for very long.
No.
know, so I
Steve
don't
Jobs
expect
talked
much.
about, I want to make a dent in the universe. So what? Great. So he gave us the smartphone. You got rich. You were an asshole. Whatever. Fuck off.
You know he died because he had a shitty diet. What a
He
loser.
died because he believed that he could eat vegetables and fruits enough to basically get rid of the cancer. But here's what I'll say. I did see, speaking of vegetables today, vegetables
That
are
stick
going...
solid is in waiting.
Good, bring them in a minute, but hang on. Vegetables are going up in price. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I don't really buy a lot of vegetables, that's clear. But they said it's because a lot of farms now don't have people to go out in the fields and pick the produce. This is what everybody said was going to happen. Okay. I mean, again, I think people should be paid a living wage. I don't support the idea of paying, no matter who you are, less than what the job should demand. But, yeah, we'll let Stick Solid in. I'm going to get a Coke, though. You bring him in and you guys lube him up for me so I don't have to deal with him just totally dry.
Escape what you
Hey,
can,
Stick.
Jaffe. Hi, Stick Solid.
Oh, fuck, am I up? Is the camera on? Audio's good?
Your camera's off.
Camera's
Your
not
audio
on.
is good.
Y'all.
How now?
There we go. Look at this handsome young man. Look at
I
him.
know.
Oh, fuck, he left again? He left again? Well, that's good.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get a Diet Coke.
Hey, listen, it's so good to see you guys. Tech Protect, I saw you show up on one of the fucking voice chats. I had so much fun. Buddy, so much fun talking to you. Bunny, good to see you too.
Always a pleasure.
Good to
Always.
see, Stick.
Hey, before he gets back here, is he going to be able... I'm back. I'm off the road. I'm on days off in the fucking storage unit. Is Jaffe going to be able to handle what I'm about to bring to him or no?
I hope so. Fingers crossed. He seems a little grumpy.
Be civil, Stick.
Is there... What?
Be civil.
I've tried. We've talked about this in DMs. I've tried. I'm just who I am. There's some things I can't get over. I haven't actually mentioned them too much in the last recent little bit, just because I know it's a tough subject.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're
The
talking
whole-
about. Yeah.
Yeah. The motherfucker. Why is it all about liberal agenda? Why is it all about
He's
every single...
He's so brainwashed. It's crazy. It's like if it's not a liberal subject, he doesn't believe in it. Like it's like he has like a diary of like some feminist leader who's like, if you're not this, you're not living life, and that's and that's what it has to be. Still a funny guy. He's muted too, so we can't hear him.
Your call will be forwarded to the next operator in line. Thank you for your patience.
Jaffe's mic is muted, so we can't know what he's saying.
Why do I make you nuts, Turtle Rabbit? Speaking of, I got peanuts at the grocery store. Shelled peanuts.
Oh.
Okay, so where did Stick Solid go? I think we just saw him, didn't we?
Do you eat the shells, Jaffe?
I do not, no.
Oh, well.
No, Tech, did
You
we?
like
Your
full
call
peanut?
is 37th in line, and you will be received in 47 minutes. Thank you for your patience.
Bunny, please don't encourage him. He's not
I'm
funny.
sorry.
I want to have a conversation with the guy, but now we got to do this shtick.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this shtick. I want to talk to the guy. All right.
Well, Jaffe, guess what? C word. I'm on days off. I'm back in the storage unit. This is going to be it, and this is all you're going to get.
Why do you
Bunny
have to-
actually
why do
paid me
you
to come
say-
up here and do this. Let's do it.
Why do you say C word? Are you not allowed to say cunt?
I'm the only one that actually fought for that word to be allowed in your Discord. Don't start with that.
Never
Bunny paid
forget.
good money to have me up here. Don't
but-
be disrespectful, cunt.
Right.
C word. C word.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm asking. I'm genuinely curious. Why is that word suddenly something you need to censor yourself on?
It helps us
You
with
tell me
YouTube.
because it was censored in your fucking Discord when I first got here, bitch.
No, I don't. I'm. Okay. So what do you want to talk about, Stick Solid?
All right, let's calm down. And you know what, Jaffe? If you ask me what I want to talk about one more fucking time, I'm gonna find where you live and stick my foot right the fuck up your ass in Minecraft.
I think you should try that and see how.
Jaffe,
how
that's not
successful
what
you are.
fucking stream hosts do. Don't beg me to come up on your fucking stream and then ask me what I want to talk about. We have plenty we can talk about.
You have been in the chat asking people, should I go on the stream? Should I call in? They said yes. So here you are. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. Because what you're saying is fucking bullshit and boring. The liberal stuff is getting real tired, buddy. But what I was saying was, don't ask your guests what they want to talk about. It's your show, buddy.
Let me ask you,
Especially a guest like me.
when does your show go live so I can watch it and learn?
I got fucking turfed off of YouTube because someone showed their dick and I was too drunk to turn the fucking VOD off. I'm done. I'm done for everybody.
Well, stop going to sites where people show their dicks. You'll probably be okay.
Real funny because I used to get close to the numbers you're getting. Talking about child sex and fucking liberal bullshit every single time that I fucking tune in. And I'm surprised you even have 98. You've got two good co-hosts that you're not letting talk. I'm surprised you're even getting 98, buddy.
Okay. What do you want to talk about, Steve?
Oh, yeah. Formulate your fucking response. I know you're waiting. I know you're hoping. Go ahead.
I'm eating my peanuts. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, you fucking cocksucker.
Hey, I'm not the one people showing me their dicks on screen. That's you, buddy.
See, that's why I only 97% hate you. What you just did was actually pretty funny, finally.
Yeah, I know. Look at Canty. Hey, Canty, shut up, man. You're supposed to love me. She says,
Canty.
I love that Canty says, take this. Like she's like a 5-year-old on the playground. Like playing
Yeah.
take this.
Yeah.
Problem with you is, Stick, you and I could be good pals. We could be good cop partners.
Lovers.
No.
Oh.
But
Cop lovers.
But you're too
ahead.
insecure about it. You just won't let your guard down. You won't let your
My guard's down right now, buddy. You got Stick Solid in the storage unit. Calm as fuck. The guard's down. Let's do it.
Why are you in a storage unit?
Hey, not everybody's a fucking washed up, helped on a video game millionaire, bud. I live in a storage unit. What do you want?
I don't want anything because you live in a storage unit. What could you possibly have that I want? But the point is, Stick Solid, do you actually
I think it's pretty cool. I've thought about
I
what
think
it'd be
it's-
like to live in a storage unit.
I think it's actually,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Cooter
An
flats.
adventure.
I think it's very cool. But do you actually
Kante
live?
2025 has just tipped $20 through Super Chat.
Sorry, one sec. There's
God
super
bless
chat.
America.
Thank you, Canty. We sure do appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, bud. Do you
Thank
actually
you,
live in the
Canty.
storage unit, or is it like in the back of your house or something?
I'd love to answer you for a second, but I'm so goddamn amazed that you actually let your female co-host say something. That's a fucking step in the right direction, buddy.
What's funny about that is you think I have to let her. I don't hire women that need permission. She speaks
Yeah, I can
when
speak
she,
on my own.
That's right. But no,
Dick can speak whenever he wants.
and I told Bunny earlier tonight.
you, sir.
I said to Bunny tonight. I said, look, man, you need to don't wait for people to finish, because if you wait for people to finish, they'll never finish. You got to just
But
jump
then what
in.
kind of conversation is it if you don't let somebody finish what they're saying before you respond? That's not a conversation.
You want to hear an interesting
passion,
thing I learned
passion.
this weekend about how like speech patterns work? In Hispanic communities, the way people communicate is they will speak, and towards the end of that person talking, the other person is already responding to what they said. And then towards the end, like they don't even let each other like finish the words; they just speak over each other, and that's natural and that's totally okay.
That drives me
But
insane.
I know some people, like white people, they do the I finish and then you start, and then you finish and then I start, and that's why I talk over you guys a lot. All right, it's my culture.
And I do as well. So that's
Oh,
what I'm
he's
saying.
Jewish, and that's what they do.
No,
so
so just jump in, baby. Jump in.
yeah, it's the Hispanics and the Jewish.
prob-
I
people,
just
the problem
feel
with
like
you-
passion should never come at the
Passion
cost
should always
of
come.
politeness. You know,
No,
you should
what?
still be polite. You
No.
should still let somebody
No.
finish talking if you're like wanting to.
you
I don't know.
you have a
We
shirt
are
that
just
says
different
bad girl.
people.
I guarantee you have a shirt
You-
that says bad girl or naughty or something. There's
You-
no way
Why?
it's like
Why would I have that?
Because you don't care about politeness over passion.
I do.
I
No,
like.
I'm not
I
saying
like how
over,
the
but
reflection
you shouldn't
of that
sacrifice.
philosophy is a shirt she goes out and buys at Target. It's like
Yeah, what? I'm confused by that.
If
But
Target
I
stops
feel
selling the
like-
fucking rainbow clothes, they're not selling naughty girl or
no, they didn't stop selling them, and they shouldn't. Can you imagine?
didn't they?
No, can you imagine being such a little bitch that you're troubled that Target is selling some rainbows? I saw this Batman Lego game that's coming out next week based on all the Batman history. It looks awesome. And they have Rainbow Batman in there because there was a Prism Batman character from the comics like in the 70s. And people say,
Real quick,
it's
real
fucking
quick.
woke.
Sorry.
It's fucking woke.
Six, make sure.
Hold on.
Hell yeah!
Get
But what, I
darts.
don't know what that means. You play darts?
Cigarette.
Well, just say cigarette. Can you not spell cigarette? I don't understand.
Oh, y'all are freezing.
I'm not freezing now, am I?
Buffering that too.
It'll come back. Tech, let the chat know it'll come
Oh.
back. Just hit refresh chat. It'll come back.
Oh, okay.
Cantankerous says Bunny's a proper Southern belle. You goddamn right. We all love Bunny, Canty.
Thank you.
We all love Bunny.
Thank you, Canty. Canty's the only one.
Oh, please. Please.
She means it when she says it,
Yeah,
or
I'm-
she'd be throwing maters at me, and she ain't.
No, she's negging me when she throws the naders at me. She's like, I'm gonna flirt with that.
Are we
boy."
back?
Yeah, we're back.
Does OBS look good?
It looks fine to me. I don't know.
Oh, we're not on OBS. We're on Streamlabs. Or whatever.
Are we back, you guys? Text
We're
them in
back.
the
There we are now. Yeah.
text them in the chat because some people are saying it's not working. I hate this bull. Let's get a new router tomorrow, Tech. Remind me to get a new router because I can't think of what else it could be. You've seen the internet speed; it's crazy.
You've seen multiple times that like the internet provider itself has been down, and you've like checked their website. It's like, oh yeah, we're fucked.
Well,
Sorry, everyone.
Well,
has it.
right now we're not down though. So all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. Well,
It's back.
anyway, what I was saying is, why did he call them darts though? Why couldn't he say is darts like
It's
a
Canadian.
Oh, is that what they're
That's
called?
That's just what I mean. I've heard people call them darts my whole life.
Okay. But why did he have to write it?
It's just-
It just seems like a mystery to me.
I think he didn't want to interrupt. He was being polite.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
that's
white
nice.
folk.
That's nice. That's nice.
By the way, speaking about being polite, every $20 gets Jaffe another quarter mile for his walk tomorrow morning.
On the
Let's
beach.
get this man healthy.
And well, wait a minute. And let's be clear. I'm taking you guys with me. It's an IRL stream on the beautiful beaches of San Diego. I'll answer
Yeah.
any question you want when we walk. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be excellent.
Yeah.
Well, no, and I honestly wasn't making fun of Stick Solid. I was asking, does he actually live in a storage unit? Because while I don't know if I would want to live in a storage unit, I love the idea of living in a tiny
Maybe
little
does.
house. You know, a tiny little small place. Takes 5 minutes to clean it. I don't need much, man. I totally don't need much. I love that. You know, I've had a big house. I've had a house where you got to fucking do all the maintenance and shit, and the pool guy's got to come every month, and the gardener has to fucking come. No, thank you. It's too much work.
Yeah. You ever been in a house big enough that has like its own like phone system for the other rooms?
No, just give me a second. Let me drop this cunt like a bad habit. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm gonna jump back on the screen.
Okay. What happened?
Are we back? Are we alive?
I think so. I don't know. Are we buffering badly?
I think so. Yeah, we're good.
buffered a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure it
Yeah, a house big enough that there's like an intercom system throughout the entire like building.
No. I think maybe Canty lives in
I've been in a house like that. I didn't live in one, but I've been to one.
Right.
It's crazy. Built in like the 80s.
Well, let me take a fucking wild guess. While I was gone, was he talking about the storage unit and shit? Is that what you're talking about?
No, he was talking about how he. Oh, actually, he was. Yeah, he was like, I want to live in a
Yeah.
storage unit. That's cool.
I didn't say I wanted to live in a store. I said I want to live like in a tiny house. I wasn't making fun of you. I was literally curious. Do you actually live there? Because I think that would be, even though I don't think I'd want to live in a storage unit because I don't know about the plumbing and this and that and the other, a tiny house somewhere out in the woods I think would be delightful. I don't like big houses. They're a nightmare.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've always had a. I think most men, as they're growing up or in whatever stage of their life, has the fantasy of going to the woods, like Dick Prenicky did. You can look that up, Dick Prenicky. Make their own cabin in the woods and fucking live there. But it just ain't gonna happen because of these liberals in this day and age.
First off, I don't want to make my own cabin. I'd like to hire someone to make it for me. That's number one.
Yeah.
How are the liberals keeping you from making your dreams come true when it comes to the cabin in the woods?
They made it illegal to walk in the woods, Jaffe.
No,
Can you
they
believe the liberals
Can't
in
live
Canada?
off grid.
The fucking liberals in Canada. They were like, "Hey, I don't
Canada?
care if it's a fucking. He's Canadian. The fucking liberals out there were like, "Hey, I don't care if it's a fucking trail that has been part of your family's history to take this trail every year. If we see you in the fucking woods, $45,000 fine, $25,000 fine.
Okay, but
fucking
wait,
$10,000 fine.
just please get off the hyperbole.
Crazy.
Oh, here we go. Can we please get to the actual? Well, I'd like to know exactly, specifically what you're talking about because my guess is it's
It's not hyperbole.
it's not illegal in Canada to walk in the woods. There must be.
Well, hold on. Yes, it is.
Okay.
What part of Canada? Yes, it is. He's talking about a news article, buddy. Look it up.
It's a real thing. Just happened past month.
That's not what I said.
It's the liberals.
What I was trying to say before I was interrupted was, do I think there are possibly places you can't walk? Yeah, we have that in America. It's called protected wildlands. There are certain places you can't go. I don't know if it turns out that that's what you're talking about, which I assume it is, because
No.
you can't tell me
Well,
a
that's
law
what
has
Jaffe-
been passed that says if it's a woods, you can't walk in them. I don't believe that.
Yes. It specifically, and the reason why I said specifically, doesn't matter if it's a trailhead that has been like historically a part of your like family tradition to walk through this trailhead, you can't be in the woods. If you own land adjacent to the woods in this state, or what do you call them, provinces? This provinces of Canada, and you're found in the woods adjacent to your own property, you're gonna get fined, buddy. That's illegal now because the fucking liberals. Go ahead, Tixall. Tell them about this Canadian law.
So, Jaffe, I'm sorry. There was a bit of a delay when you had to raise your voice. I tried to shut up. I am on camera as professional as I can be. Sorry about that. What he's talking about, and we're going to school and educate you real quick here. There are parts of Canada right now that you're not allowed to even hike in.
Right.
The Liberals passed the law right now that because they decided they weren't going to clear the underbrush, they weren't going to spend taxpayers' money on actually making fire situations safe. Mm-hmm. In Nova Scotia, I think New Brunswick, Tech Protect, you can help me out with the other provinces.
I'm looking at it right now.
If you get caught right now, today, walking in and hiking, camping in one of these provinces, $25,000 fine just for walking in the woods, buddy.
Right.
And it's liberals.
Well, wait a minute. It's not saying that nowhere in Canada can you go in the woods. It's talking specifically about places where they're trying to prevent wildfires, and the restrictions are due to extremely dry conditions and a high risk of wildfires. And then it says the ban.
That's what I just said, retard. That's what I just said.
Right. So they're not saying we don't want you walking in the woods forever. It says the ban is a temporary measure. The situation is reevaluated as conditions approve. But you think,
Jaffe, just like I know and you know, there's more to the story than just the headline. And the basis of the story is the liberals scoffed away so much money when they were supposed to be clearing the underbrush and making sure these fires didn't happen. They didn't do that. They sent it to Trudeau They sent it to all the little liberal fucking companies. The money that the taxpayers spent
okay.
to make sure that the fucking wildfires wouldn't happen didn't make the wildfires
Okay.
stop happening.
Okay,
So now that they fucking failed, now that the liberals failed so hard in their fire prevention plan, it's now illegal to walk in the woods because of them and because of you.
Okay, so here's my point.
In a roundabout way.
Yeah. So doesn't it bother you? Because what you're saying in this, let me make sure I understand. It sounds like what you're saying is the reason that this stay out of the woods situation exists is because if the people in charge would have done what they said they would do, then they would have been able to take care of it in a different way. And now the only way they're able to take care of it is by saying, until we can take care of it in a different way, don't go in the woods because it could cause bad fires, right?
My answer is yes, and I'm going to say before you continue, the people that you just said were in power were liberals. It's their fault, and as a side effect, your fault. Fuck you.
Okay. Now, here's what I find. I hope it's a character you're playing, and here's the reason: is do you really think I look at almost anyone in politics, whatever side of the aisle they're on, and think that these guys or women are genuinely good people who have the people's best interest at heart? I am a progressive philosophically. I am a progressive when it comes to people's rights and leaving people alone and letting people live. And I tend to vote with Democrats and progressives more often. But I think most of these people in these jobs are corrupt. And I don't know if the jobs make them corrupt or they or if they're corrupt and that's how they get the jobs. But the idea that...
Can I answer?
Well, yeah, but hang on. The idea that you're so tied to this idea of them being liberal, like I guarantee you I could probably find at least equal, if not more, but let's just say equal, of stupid, horrible, griftery, corrupt shit that the Republicans have done.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my time to answer now?
I don't know. Do you have something to say to that I said?
I have a bunch to say that you don't want me to say, buddy. First of all, being as progressive as you are, it's amazing I had to fight so hard just to get the word cunt to be allowed in your Discord. I fought for that, and I'm not going to say who, I got backed up by a bunch of people, and now it's allowed. You're welcome, cunt. Now, second of all, as far as the liberal thing, you just said, stick solid. Is it my understanding that people aren't allowed to walk in the woods and hike and camp because of a fire prevention thing? Yes, it is. And the reason is because liberals took all the money they were using for fire prevention and squandered it.
Right.
You're fighting for a fucking side that will never win because they're fucking douchebags. And the other question you had for me was, do you really think, stick solid, that I would fight for this and that? For liberals, for the, you can't walk in the woods? Jaffe, every stream that I fucking watch, every stream that I turn on of yours, I've left you alone on Gaffing and Gaming because I feel like that's a really positive and fun thing. I've not bugged you over there, and you will agree with that. But every other fucking madhouse that I tune into, you're yelling and screaming about Trump. You're yelling and screaming about how bad Trump is and this and that. Exactly.
Terrible.
So you're biased. So don't give me this fucking bullshit about how you're a progressive and you're non-biased. You are biased. You're a biased liberal bitch. And that's no disrespect, but you are. You're a brainwashed liberal bitch.
First off, how is that not disrespectful? I don't think you know what the word means. That's number one.
Well, fuck you then.
Right. Number two, though, is if you're not playing a character...
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I'm sorry. He's not wrong.
If you're not playing a character, it's disturbing because you like, I am able to identify and I'm able to recognize the fact that the tribalism, well, you can do that, little dude, if you want, okay? But what you're really saying is you're not listening. You're showing the audience you're not listening. I am saying that you should be able, and we should all be able, to identify bad policy, bad people, corrupt politicians on either side without going into the tribal horseshit of it. Because what I said to you was, I can show you a bunch of stuff that's just as nasty and just as bad from the Republicans. And the idea for me, being a progressive has to do with my philosophies and how I want people to be treated and how I want elections to go. But I'm not sitting here going, look, I thought Joe Biden, for example, should not have been able to pardon his own son. I think that should be illegal. The president should not be able to pardon someone in their family. They should have an outside counsel come in, and the president should say, I'm interested in these 3 pardons, but
You're wrong.
it wouldn't be.
Hey,
right.
Jaffe, let me just stop you. I understand what you're saying. I don't mean to be disrespectful on your own podcast, but let me stop you for 1 sec.
Sure, go ahead.
You're trying to explain to me how you're not biased against anyone and you're a progressive and you're trying to take Biden's son's fucking thing as a whatever.
Okay.
But you don't talk shit about Biden. You have not started podcasts yelling and screaming about Biden and how he's ruined your life like you have about Trump.
Trump hasn't ruined my life, but I think he's a nightmare, and I think he's a disaster for democracy.
Anybody that ever tunes into your channel would probably, possibly, if they're a new viewer, think that he might have ruined your life the way you talk about him. And you don't do that about Biden.
Well, he is ruining America. Look what he has done, right? Look what he has done to advance the cause of tribalism. Let me explain something to you, pal. He doesn't give a fuck about any of these people that think Trump is their guy. He is using them. And do I think Biden is a good guy? Do I think any of these people are good humans? I don't think you can be a good human and get to that position. But this guy has gone so far beyond that. Gone so far
Thank
beyond
God.
that.
You know, I actually thought he drove off the girl he's been hitting on grossly. Thank God she's back.
This guy has, from the very beginning,
Don't lose your place.
from the very beginning, he has made a meal out of getting all of us mad at each other. And ideally, we would start to recognize, oh, they're doing that thing, man. It keeps us angry. It keeps us mad. I don't want, I think if you have evidence, and I'm sure you do, that in Canada, the Democrats fucked up their responsibilities, impeach the fuckers that fucked up. I don't care. I think you should lose your job if you do it poorly. And if they spent money poorly and they were fucking around with it and it caused Canadian citizens to no longer have the joy of being able to camp and go in the woods and whatever, then throw them out of office. I got no issues
Jaffe,
with that.
let me just say this quickly. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. I think this is actually good dialogue. This is probably the longest we've ever actually talked live in history. So I'm enjoying it. But if you were to spend a fucking month in Canada with the rules we have because the Liberal government completely destroyed this country after 9 years of Liberal rule, you wouldn't last fucking 2 weeks, buddy. You wouldn't last a month.
Cool.
You sitting there with your little privileged California fucking lifestyle and you helped on a couple of video games and you got a bunch of money and you got fucking 2 extremely sexy co-hosts. You wouldn't be able to survive in this fucking country. And you know why this country's like that? Because of liberal fucking bitches.
No, I hear Vancouver is a real rough city. When they shot Supergirl there, they almost killed the actress. It was terrible. The fuck are you talking about?
Are you talking about the bike? The bike going through the...
You're acting like it's like that Into the Wild book with that kid, the kid who went into the fucking Alaskan wild. It's like, it's Canada, dude. It's not like the Arctic Circle.
You just used his name, and he actually died in America, in Alaska. What's his real name, bud?
Christopher Canlis, I believe, or Canis, or whatever. But I read the book.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I read.
He's a Reddit guy.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I haven't read that book in a long time, but I did read it.
Speaking of accomplishments of David Jaffe, did you know for every $20 gifted or super chatted today, Jaffe's going to walk a quarter mile on stream tomorrow morning? And
at the beach,
fat little loser who can't do sit-ups, give some memberships. Prove me wrong. And test my gangster. Yeah. Let's see how many sit-ups you think this fat fuck can do. I'll do them.
And let me tell you something else, Stick Solid. You'll actually be proud of me. I'm about to finish my very first Jack Reacher book.
Hey, Jaffe, let me do something that you don't normally
even know who that is.
I do. I know about the whole Jack Reacher thing. I just haven't watched, or I know that it's a whole thing, and I know it was a show on television. It's probably books too.
It started. There's
kind
like
of
50 fucking books, man.
So Jaffe, let me do something that you don't normally do. Let's throw it to your
Are you
female
are,
co-host.
are you
We
going
don't
to
like
suck a dick on camera? I don't understand. What do you?
No, I want to know. I want to know
Wait,
Bunny's. I
you
want to
don't
know
normally do
Bunny's
that?
thoughts. I want to know Bunny's
I-
thoughts on this whole liberal thing and why people
Let's-
in Canada, because of liberal rule,
Yep.
can't walk in the woods.
Okay, before we do that though, can we get this? Can we?
Oh
get,
no! Oh, you're gonna silence her? You're gonna
Yep.
silence her like that?
Well, because I'd like to get these super chats is all. Are you Cantankerous says, are you a forestry guy, Stick? Nah, man, give it a rest. Canada isn't ready to fight fires like this. It has nothing to do with the political spectrum. And then my nephew Daniel, who ran a forestry company, says it's and he's a conservative guy. He basically says he'll talk you under the table on this stuff. He says it's Republicans and Democrats. He says the SEUSA is the only area where the inclusion of prescribed fire has been used broadly, which prevents massive wildfires. It's not a liberal versus conservative thing. Neither side has prioritized it. Now you can go against people in the forestry industry if you like, but I'm going to go. I'm going to go with these guys.
Part of that's true. Part of that's true. What he's talking about is the corruption that Canada has been facing over 9 years. So when I say 9 years, that's how long the Liberals have been fucking in control of Canada. And I guess we're going on another fucking 4 years. He's not totally wrong, but I'm going to fucking preface that by saying, what was it? Not Banff. The Jasper wildfires.
Yep.
The Jasper wildfires. Jasper's an old school fucking town, and it's now almost completely destroyed by fires because the Liberals failed to actually put money into the fire prevention. They did put money into the fire prevention. All that money went away. Nobody cleared the underbrush, and now Jasper National Park, Jasper, the town, it's fucking destroyed. So what he's saying is not wrong. Government corruption happens on liberal and conservative sides, but in the last 9 years, there was a lot of money put to preventing the fires, clearing the underbrush, and Jasper is one of many fucking victims of liberal fucking money going where it's not
Quick
supposed
pause.
to go.
Sorry, Jaffe, can you say if your internet's doing okay? It cuts in and out.
I don't-
like
I mean,
past
yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, let me check. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'll do my internet speed test. Hang on. Internet speed test right now is 384 down and not great going up. We're going up at about 5 going up.
What is this that you're checking right now? Because I've heard this down and ups. Is that something I'm supposed, when I'm talking shit to fucking liberal retards, is that something I'm supposed to look at too?
On Discord, it's not that big of a deal because you're only sending up like a video stream and an audio stream. You would need like the minimum is like 4 down, 4 up. But like downloading big files, you want a bigger download speed and you want a okay upload speed. Like ideally for our stream, we want to have like, minimum 10 down and 6 up.
And I have
That's like what we're looking for.
385 down. Up could be
Yeah.
better, but it's usually better. But I can test it again. That might, But I mean, it shouldn't be enough to be as miserable as people are saying. So my guess is we're talking maybe about a router issue, because now the up is it's about 6. So it moves back and forth.
I imagine like your son is on his computer doing a bunch of computer stuff as well.
And Sarah and him, and so maybe we need to figure that out. I mean, we can pay for more, but I thought we were getting really good speeds. But
This might be a huge problem because the hilarious shit that I'm saying to make you look stupid as fuck as a liberal douchebag, it might be getting cut off. And if we're getting choppy, I can't stand for that, bro.
let's see. So now, oh,
No disrespect.
I see.
Downloading something?
No, it's basically whenever we have people on from Canada, they just
Shut the
they just make you,
Oh fuck!
because they're like, what have they really
Oh,
ever
no.
done? What have they ever done?
Finally, he said something funny for
It's like,
fuck's
oh,
sake.
look at our little hats and our mountains.
Hey, to be fair, Canada was like the
Are we
only
still
people
live right
who
now?
like
Are we
burned the
still live
White
right
House
now?
before. Yeah, we're live.
Canada did what?
Burned down the White House at least. They did that.
Yeah, we did it once.
Oh my God,
it
Robbo,
once.
we are seeing the chat complain about the buffers. We're seeing it. There's nothing.
You're saying
we
that
can
like
do.
they can hear you. If you're just talking to them, they're not gonna if it's lagging, they're not gonna hear you say, "Hey, we know it's lagging."
We see it.
The most hilarious part about this is we got into a conversation. I asked for the female co-host to say something, and she was completely trounced. And even to this moment,
Oh.
we still haven't heard from her
I forgot.
because of you fucking misogynist motherfuckers.
I don't really look at
Not so much.
I don't really look at
Buddy, please stop. Please. You do it again. You're going the river.
I think y'all
Sonic
like
Smez
first.
just tipped 5
and then
euros through
unfroze.
Super Chat.
I feel like
You
Jaffe
just
might
put
be
14 years of
purposely causing
conservatives,
technical
and our
issues
country
to
is
make sure
also
the
a mess.
female doesn't
We
get to
also have
speak,
a
and I don't
massive
agree with
housing
that.
issue, for example.
Oh. Well,
Okay, well let me be clear.
in my personal
Yes.
lady opinion,
Mhm.
which I respect the hell out of, I think you should be able to go into the goddamn woods.
Yeah, go in
Hell
there.
yeah, baby.
That's
Hell
some
yeah. So she
crazy
said-
liberal bullshit.
Oh, come
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And police
I
are
think
good.
you should be able to live in the woods. I think you should be able to live wherever you want. I think you should. Everybody just stop paying taxes.
That's so.
Let's all go live in the woods and not pay taxes.
Okay, so what
all
does?
the roads.
Yeah, absolutely. And what happens when there is a forest fire that you guys aren't prepared for, and you're not paying taxes, so there's no fire department to come take care of it? Is
Yeah,
your,
well,
They,
is your-
they
reason
are
we're not
paying
prepared-
taxes and they're already not taking care of it.
I understand
The
that, but
reason we're not-
the solution is not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. The solution is maybe to vote in some good people. Why do you keep voting in such shitty people, Stick?
Well, if you have the bathwater, take out the fires. You have the
You
bathwater.
could do that too.
Yeah, and a baby.
By the way, listen to this. David K says, what should I ask Duty if given the opportunity? I think that's a singer he's going to go do a meetup with. I don't know who she is, so you could say, Jaffe wants to know who are you. Have you guys heard
Oh.
of Duty or Doty? Or
Jaffe wants to know what panties you have on.
Hey, Jaffe, you know, I hate to fucking do this to you, buddy, but I'm just reading chat now.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Nusu. Big shout out to the other people I haven't seen that are saying stick fucking rules in your own chat. Love you guys to death. Shout out fucking Madhouse. I love it. Thank you so much for having me up, cunt.
Socialism. Thank you for the super chat. In the UK, we just had 14 years of conservatives, and our country's also a mess. We also have a massive housing issue, for example. So again, what do you think's more likely? That this party is just genuinely better than that party, or that all of this shit is corrupt? They are in the pockets of the lobbyists, they are in the pockets of the corporation, and they benefit when we fight. What do you think makes more sense? It's not that I think all the liberal ideas are great. It's not that I think all the conservative ideas are bad. But I've woken up from the matrix, my stick solid friend. This idea that all the liberals are the problem and all the Republicans are the saviors. I have too much evidence to point to the fact that they are both.
You know what? True. And why is no one making me do sit-ups? Huh? What's going on here?
Because nobody
Where
wants
are
you
the
to
gifted-
die.
Where are the gifted members? You think I'll die from sit-ups, Jaffe?
It's happened.
I think I'll prove you guys wrong. How many sit-ups do you think I can do? I'll ask the chat. I'll put a poll in the chat. Go ahead, Jaffe. I'm going to poll the chat to see how many sit-ups they think I can do.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the stream is.
Bunny, I'm sorry about this. I'm on days off. I got into the stick storage unit, and I'm just fucking. I'm just feeling it. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry he's not letting you talk.
It's okay.
I find
Don't
that
apologize.
so fucking offensive, and that is the tribal shit right there. That Republican horse shit. I don't need to let her talk. That if I was Bunny, I would take offense to that. The idea that a man needs to step in and say, "You may now speak, Bunny. Speak whenever the fuck you
Thank
want,
you.
Bunny." The fact that you're
I agree.
No, you don't agree. The fact that your brain has consistently painted it like I'm not allowing her.
You're the only one talking right now, Jaffe. Let her talk, cunt.
I don't keep her from talking. Twat.
Let her talk.
I can
Let her
talk.
talk.
I can
Shut up.
talk. I don't have anything to say. Y'all are just.
All right, so Jaffe, we would not have found out that she had nothing to say unless I had fought for her right to say it and tell us that she didn't have nothing to say.
I bet she's so.
I wouldn't really interrupt to say I have nothing to say right now. But maybe I'll start.
No, I bet she's super grateful that you fought for her right to speak. I bet.
Thank you, Stick.
I mean,
Thank you.
Good God. I mean, you're like the kind of guy that watches the Tim Allen sitcoms and thinks they're like high art. You know? It's-
Hey,
Did you
I
watch those
watch
fucking
Home
big-
Improvement.
I like Home
Yeah.
Improvement and I like
And
Man of the
I
House. I got nothing against it. But I'm saying
Well,
it's not high art.
You've offended me.
It's not.
All right, so look.
Hey.
It's like
So
the
look,
j-
I
you
can
know.
actually, because I'm smarter than you, believe it or not, I can calm this down.
Mm-hmm.
The Home Improvement series was
Yeah.
probably one of my absolute favorites. I still watch it to this goddamn fucking day.
Oh yeah.
JTT fan over here.
In that era of television shows, after you're done dinner and your parents let you watch TV, it was Home Improvement, it was Seinfeld, it was fucking Cheers.
I watched
Those are the
MASH.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck
kid.
that. I never got into it. Was too boring. I didn't get into MASH. But Home Improvement specifically was a fucking amazing show, bro. Way better than the fucking games Jaffe helped work on a little bit.
Still
Is
holds
the stream
up.
still just awful, Jaffe?
Yeah, it's dog shit.
I don't get it. The good news is it's recording it, so if people watch it after the fact, it'll be fine. But
Thank God this is recorded for everybody to watch, for fuck's sakes.
Lady Lala says, "Bro," meaning you. You are loud. You don't let her talk. Lay off the steroids, bruh. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. These fucking California steroids, it's bullshit. He thinks he's progressive and he's taking steroids for no reason. Fuck this guy.
California steroids.
Well, you're
If that was actually directed at me, though, which I don't think it was, thank you for thinking that my obese body's on steroids.
How do we fix the
Thought I
stream,
was on
Jaffe?
steroids.
what's
How do
that?
we fix this shit? How do we fix the stream?
I don't know. I mean, maybe we should just go back to working with Keemstar. He seems to have all
Oh my god.